Forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone who sins against us. If you've been alive up to kindergarten, somewhere around kindergarten, you start to understand that other people will hurt you. And if you carry that around and that offense that happens to you gets too big in your life, it will interrupt your connection to God and it will hinder your prayer life. And Jesus says you got to get rid of it. If you want me to forgive you and you're all excited about that transaction, but you're unwilling to forgive people that have hurt you, then you've got a problem. And it's going to hinder how we communicate with one another. And Jesus is pleading with us, come and ask your Father for forgiveness. But do this, you got to forgive people that have hurt you. The idea of debt, maybe you've memorized this in your life or you've heard this before. Forgive our debts as we forgive those who are indebted to us. Because in the Old Testament, when you had a sin problem, you had a money problem. Because sin cost something. You would have to take some of your livestock that was worth money and kill it as an offering to pay the price for the sin in your life. And we need to reassociate the cost of sin in our life. And if you're carrying around bad things that other people have done to you, and that idea has gotten big in your life, you're on dangerous ground. And Jesus says, you want to pray and connect with me? You've got to rid yourself of that. You've got to get rid of that in your life. It is hurting your prayer. Well, Jesus hears all of our prayers. He hears everything we're praying. I want to preach truth. I'm responsible for that. 1 Peter 3:7 gives us a different picture of that. There are things that can hurt your connection to God when you're praying. It says this in 1 Peter 3:7, husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives. Treat them with respect as the weaker partner, as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life. Listen to this last part. I think it's the most important part of this verse. So that nothing will hinder your prayers. The way we treat other people will have a direct impact on our ability to intimately connect with God in prayer. And Jesus says, you want to pray? You got to be forgiving people because it's going to hurt us.